This bouquet of flowers that you can see on the background is the exact same bouquet of flowers that made me sit on the floor and cry over it. Yesterday I had my 26th birthday, and it was a beautiful day, and there was a girl who commented under one of my videos here, and that comment was just so inspiring. So we're talking about why I cried over these flowers. You know, guys, no matter how much I worked on my self-worth and self-love and all these kind of things that they say that you gotta sort out before you meet the love of your life and you'll be living happily ever after. Mm, but the truth is, like, there are so many more things to life that we might not see. And your relationships, they are not built on your self-love or self-worth only. There are so many more things to life, and let's talk about it. When the delivery guy called rang the bell for me to open the apartment, I was so excited. You know, the flowers. He wanted to congratulate me because we live in different countries and so on and so forth. So um, I opened the door. I see the flowers. I pick the flowers. I get the flowers are a little bit too light. I was like, okay, fine. I'm opening them, looking at the flowers, guys. And I was so upset. I put them into the vase, and I went to sit on the floor in my bedroom, and I just burst into tears. I was so hurt, not because the flowers are ugly. They are pretty. They're very pretty, but it's not the flowers that I like. My boyfriend knows what flowers I like. And you know what I was thinking? Why did he not make an effort to deliver me flowers for my birthday, the flowers that I love? Like, I didn't feel like he actually wanted to bring more love into my day and more joy into my day. After that, I was supposed to meet with my best friend, and I'm sitting on the floor and I realized that I don't want to actually go anywhere, you know. These flowers are not the flowers that I expected. The word expected is very important here, okay? I am crying. I'm not looking my best right now, and I decided I gotta get dressed and all of that. But I also quickly realized that if I don't get dressed and if I don't go, then I will feel even worse because it's my fucking birthday and I gotta celebrate it. I get dressed, I calm myself down, and I go to meet her. We discussed all of that, of course we did. After our beautiful evening, I text my boyfriend in a very sweet and nice way. I told him, you know, I'm very appreciative of the flowers, thank you. Not overly, like, I didn't thank him as I usually would because it's not my favorite flowers. And I didn't want him to see as if I'm appreciative of no effort. You know what I mean? So I did say thank you, but I also understand that I gotta be careful with how I communicate this because we girls know how men are fragile. So in a very, like, you know, smooth and nice way, I asked him why not like my favorite flowers, you know? He said that he doesn't know what they actually delivered to me because he was texting with the manager probably of the flower shop when he was at the meeting. And I was like, okay. I sent him the flowers that they delivered, and he was surprised because he did order actually the flowers that I like, and they did not deliver what they should have. In the end of the day, I do not know what is the truth here, but I do know that these flowers, they triggered the living shit out of me. You might be thinking it's just flowers, but it's not just flowers. When I saw the flowers, what I thought first is that he's saving money on me. It's one thing. Second thought was, it's not my favorite flowers. My third thought was, he didn't make enough effort. My fourth final thought was, he actually doesn't love me as he says he does. These four things that came to my mind, which literally are my triggers, okay guys, these are my triggers. These triggers, they probably have nothing to do with the reality, so it can be true, but they might also be simply my perception of things based on the wounds I got when I was a child. When we had a child later, I figured that, wait, maybe actually all of this is not true. And maybe he actually wanted to, you know, send me nice flowers, etc. Maybe it's just actually things turned out this way. And why things turned out this way is because I'm still carrying those wounds. You know, I still have a work to do. I still gotta do healing, you know? Later, when I came home and I saw the flowers once again, and also I have another like smaller bouquet over there. It's from my best friend. Both flowers are the same type of flowers. Guys, it's gonna be very interesting now, okay? Both flowers are the same kind of flowers. And these flowers, my grandma, my father's mother, used to grow and sell when I was a child. I remember like entering her home basically, and there would be this, the fragrance of these flowers, and it was such a nostalgia for me, and I figured that, oh my gosh, these flowers are indicating some of my father's wounds and something on the bloodline of my father and some limiting beliefs that that I got instilled like years ago, and I gotta look into that. Guys, imagine when I figured that, I was so shocked. I was so shocked. And then later I had a child with ChatGPT, and this very wise man told me this thing. First of all, guys, I know that one of the main lessons that I've been learning lately is to stop expecting. To get excited when the thing is actually happening and not about the potential of something to happen. Get excited in the present moment and do not live in expectations and excitement for something that might not occur actually. How often did you expect something and it never happened? Honestly, to me, it happens all the time. Whenever I fantasize something, it just never happens, you know? It just never happens. You gotta learn to live in the present moment and be excited in the present and not be excited about the future, because whenever there is an expectation, there is always a disappointment. Like, it's just a rule of thumb. Whenever there is an expectation, there is a disappointment, and it's just how things are. And also, I heard something that made me feel like, oh my gosh, clicked in my brain. Just listen to this. Everyone shows love in different ways. If you don't like how they show love to you, you either accept it or you let it go. You either accept how other person shows love to you, or you simply do not choose them and you let them go. Guys, it just felt like we cannot change another person. And for some, the way they love you, it would be perfect. We cannot change other people. We can communicate how we want to be loved. We can communicate what we like, what we appreciate, so on and so forth. And if they don't listen to it, and if they still do things in their own way, and you do not like how they love you, then maybe you should let them go, Of course, I'm not breaking up with a person because of the flowers. And maybe it was actually a mistake, which was actually no accident, because it did trigger my wounds. It did trigger my wounds. If you currently believe that you are not in a relationship with the love of your life, it does not mean that you have to suffer all the way up until you meet them. Learn to have fun, learn to experience joy, even like through going all those temporary. In fact, everything is temporary, like everything is temporary. Even the love of your life is also temporary, because there is one ending on earth. Try to see each person, each lesson, even if you understand that it's not 100% that it's not your person. This particular person that you have now in your life is there for a reason. You can have joy with them, you can have fun with them, you can grow with them. Just like give it a chance and have that mindset that, this person is here to teach me a lesson. And this person is here to help me grow. Try to see your partners, maybe even your friends, and someone who is there to help you grow during your journey. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, it's not that person, like it's not the one, but then listen, life is so beautiful. Life is a gift, life is a gift, and it's all about your perception. Try to see beauty in your lessons, in those people who accompany your journey today. Of course, if something like if you find this video insightful and inspiring, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.